Hello friends, welcome to another episode of my channel. Today I will be detailing some of the concept of bootloader or the bootstrap loader. Okay, so this is required because of some of my friends inform me that they are unable to follow my last video. So my last video was dealing with the how to program bootloader to n microcontroller and how we can program those bootloader microcontroller using Arduino IDE with the help of a USB to serial converter. Okay, so in the last video, instead of using a USB to serial converter as such, I have shown how to program with Arduino board. Okay, so the USB to serial converter in the onboard of Arduino Uno that we have used, but today I'll be showing how to program with a USB to serial converter. So I have got an FTDI IC with me. So with this I will be showing how to program using Arduino IDE. Okay, so last time I was having this CP based CP2102 based module. So this is not having the reset pin, but with still we can program the controller with this also, provided we should reset the microcontroller while the system is programming. Okay, so in order to avoid confusion, in the last video I have not shown how to program with a CP2102 module. Instead I will be showing a FTDI based USB to serial converter. With this we'll be showing how to program. Okay, so before going into those details, okay, so I would like to have a small description about the bootloader and how it is actually working, or how we can program the controllers. Okay, so I'm just considering the typical example, that is the Atmega 8. So Atmega 8, okay, so it's having a 8 kilobyte of flash, okay, that everybody knows. Okay, so what does it mean? That your application program should be fit inside this 8 kilobyte of flash, that is a non-volatile memory. Okay, so this particular non-volatile memory can be programmed through an SPI serial interface by a conventional non-volatile memory programmer, or by an on-chip boot program running on the AVR core. So that boot program is known as the bootloader, or it is also known as bootstrap loader. Okay, so all will be knowing the generic meaning of what is a bootstrap. Okay, right. So instead, before jogging or walking or running, we have to use the boot. So just to insert the boot on our legs, we are using the bootstrap. So before running, we should have a bootstrap. In a similar fashion, the same concept we can extend to the microcontroller also. So here in this case, the bootloader will be residing on the boot program section. So whenever the microcontroller is started, so it will be, this particular set of programs will be executed, and that set of programs is generally we can call as the bootloader or bootstrap loader. Okay, so the boot program can use any interface to download the application program into the application flash memory. So here in our case, the bootloader is residing on this microcontroller, and with the USB to serial converter, it is getting programmed by itself, right? So to understand more, the flash memory is logically divided into 2 units flash memory. The one is the boot program section and the other is the application program section. Okay, so from the name itself it is clear that the boot program section will be having the bootloader or the set of the program to be executed whenever it is required, or the application program will be having the application software, right? Since the ABR core is having an instructions of 16 bits or 32 bits wide, the flash memory of most of the ABR core is organized as like this. That assume this is the total flash memory, and this particular flash memory is divided into two sections. That is, first one is the application program section and this is the boot program section. Okay, and this is the address. So since we are dealing with, for example, we are dealing with the Atmega 8, so it's having 8 kilobyte. Since I have told the instruction sets is having 16 bit or 32 bit wide, this entire space is actually 16 bits long or 16 bit wide, and it's having an addressable locations 4K locations. Okay, so the 4K address locations each is having 16 bits or 2 bytes. So this will form the 8 kilobyte flash in case of an Atmega 8. Okay, this will form the 8 kilobyte. So the total number of address locations required is 4 kilo location, that is 10 raised to 12 locations. So to access 10 raised to 12 location, we should have a 12 bits of addressing. So we can expect the program counter PC is 12 bit wide. Okay, so this much things you have understood. So this is the application program, this is the boot program. So whenever there is a starting point for the boot program, for example this is a starting point. So whenever, in particular case of an Arduino board, so whenever the reset is enabled or the system is reset, then the bootloader, this particular code section will start executing, and it can detect the serial data and it can program the complete flash memory. Okay, so since our address bit is having 12 bits, so I have here we have having the 3F, that is the 12 bit. So all bits are 1, like 12 ones, and here in this case the 12 bit all are 0. So this is the starting location and this is the ending. Okay, so actually the bootloader support read while write self-programming mechanism for downloading and uploading program code by the microcontroller itself. This is the particular property is used in the Arduino or all the Arduino boards. Okay, so the program code within the bootloader section has the capability to program the entire flash, including the bootloader memory itself. So this is the bootloader, this is the application. So the code that resides here in this bootloader section can program the complete flash. Assume once we loaded the bootloader and we have to install the application program. So while doing that process, if we don't want the bootloader to be there, so we can the bootloader is having the capability to program the entire flash, and it can erase itself if we don't want this particular bootloader section anymore. So this is how the flexibility will come into picture. So assume the application code is very bigger and we have to optimize the flash memory, then at that case we have to do such kind of things, right? So this boot loader memory or the boot program space is configurable using the high fuse bits of AVR core. So that is boot size, boot SZ. So it's having a 2 bits, that is the boot SZ1, boot SZ0. So this will determine what is the boot size and how much pages it includes. So where the application program will start, this is the application program start, this is the application program end, and where the bootloader section will start, where the bootloader section will end. Okay, so just I'll be showing the screen how does. So here we can see the boot size configuration. So here there are 2 bits to decide the boot size, and so if both the boot size bits are 1, then the boot size can have 128 words, or 1 word is around 16 bits, so 128 into 16 bits. Okay, and the application flash section and the bootloader flash section, end application section, and the boot reset address. See, whenever it is restarted, whenever the boot section is started, so from where the program counter will start executing, so this address will show that. Okay, last video I have shown how to burn the bootloader in the Atmega 8 microcontroller. So the same methodology can be used to program any other microcontroller, but we should know what's the program size or what the bootloader size has occupied here in this. Those things, that details I have not explained in my last video. So actually, once after bootloading this Atmel 8, I have just checked the few settings. So I found that the high fuse is having D4 and the low fuse is having A1. Okay, so from here we can explore what's the kind of boot size it has occupied, and what is the boot flash size, what's the boot start address, all those things. So once if you interpret this, the high fuse, first of all we should check the boot size bits 0 and 1. So it was 1 0. From D4 we will get if you disintegrate. So this means that the boot size is 256 words and the boot starting address is F00. Okay, and the application program will be starting from 0 0 to FEFF. So this is the application program size, and the boot, so it will be pictorially we can represent like this. So this is the starting of application program, and the application programming will be ending at EFF, and the boot section will start from here till FFF. So this will be having 256 words, or simply 256 into 16 bits, that is equal to 512 byte of bootloader space has been taken. So that entire flash will be having 4 kilo into 16 bits. Okay, so this is indirectly from the 8 kilobyte of flash. So this complete contain 128 pages, and the size of each pages is 32 words, right? And so from here we can get the 256 words of bootloader will be having 64 byte of data, or 64 byte into this is the other 64 byte per pages. So 64 into 8, 64 byte into 8 pages. So the bootloader will be having in 8 pages. So this will give the 512 byte of flash. So these both are same. Okay. So this is the much detailed things how the internal flash memory is distributed between the application code as well as the boot space. So here approximately very less memory, 512 bytes of memory only is taken as the boot program section, and the remaining entire approximately we can say 7.5k byte is available for the application code, right? So if you want the entire space to be used for your application, you can remove this bootloader, and we can get the 8 kilobyte of the flash section for the application program. Okay, so now I'll just demonstrate. Well, it's already known to all with this. Means in my last video I have shown how to program this Atmega 8 microcontroller with this particular USB to serial converter available on board of this Arduino Uno. Since my last time have used this CP2102 based USB to serial converter, it doesn't have a reset pin or the DTR signal, but still we can program with this with a reset switch if it is available. So why I have not done in, I'm not going to do in that way. So to get a detailed and complete idea, I'll be using this programmer to program this particular Atmega 8 which is already bootloaded. So to know how to bootload, please refer or please see my last video. So this you can see as a continuation for my last video. Here I will be explaining or demonstrating how to program with this FTDI based USB to serial converter. Hello, I have wired the FTDI based USB to serial converter, and it's having total 5 lines: VCC, ground, receiver, transmitter, and the reset. So the reset I have connected via 0.01 microfarad capacitor, and the transmitter and receiver as well as the power supply I have connected directly, and an LED pin to test whether the application program is properly getting loaded or not. So this is I have connected to the built-in LED, that is the D13. Okay, so this is the last code. If you are remembering, the last code was executing now. So now I will just simply run the blink example. So I have already opened. So now it's working. So now we'll just execute. So here we have to check Atmega 8 bootloader S, internal 1 MHz internal clock, and the COM. So where we have connected this particular USB to serial converter, that we have to choose, and that is COM 13. I have selected, and now I'm uploading the code. So now here you can see whenever the data activity is there, this transmitter receiver LED will be blinking, and at the same time this LED indication will be changed at 50% of duty cycle. So the code is executing. First it is compiling. So once it is compiled, you can see, so it's uploading. So you can see here the LED status, and at the same time now it is blinking at 1 second. So 1 second on, 1 second off. So the code has been successfully uploaded. So this is how we can program using the USB to serial converter. So here I have not used the Arduino board. In my last example I have used the built-in USB to serial converter, since my CP2102 is not having a reset pin. Okay, so here you can ensure. Yes, your Atmega 8 is programmed. Okay, thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, please like and subscribe my channel for more in-depth things. Okay, thank you.